Hey, have you ever had that experience where you know you should be doing something, but you don't take action on it and it just kind of gnaws at you, and you have this idea or this feeling, oh man, I should do that. I should take this action. I should move forward. Maybe it's, I need to go to the gym. Maybe it's, oh, I need to call somebody. Maybe it's, I need to start doing something, or maybe I need to stop doing something. And you have this feeling inside of you and this idea of what you should or shouldn't be doing, but you don't take the action on it. I can tell you that happens to basically everybody, happens to business owners, happens all the time, all over. So often, what I've discovered is people will have that happen to them, and then they start making excuses because maybe they're uncomfortable taking action, maybe they're a little unsure how to take action, and they're just scared. And when that happens to you, here's a few thoughts for you. Oftentimes, when you don't know what action to take, people will stop, freeze, or maybe you have an idea of what action to take, but you're afraid you won't do it well. Maybe you're starting something new and you really don't want to fail at it. And so it's better to not do anything than to fail. I've had some friends where I've had those kinds of conversations with them where they want to do something and they're super passionate about something, but they're scared. And for some reason, there's some fear stopping them. Or if they're not scared, they don't know what action to take. Maybe they're like, well, I want to do that, but I don't know how to do that. I'm not sure where to start. I'm not sure what I should be doing. I don't want to mess it up. And so I'm just going to keep studying or keep figuring or thinking about it. When that happens, what we're telling ourselves is it's safer to not take any action at all than it is to take action. And oftentimes, even if we don't know what action to take, taking some action is going to lead us further on our journey of trying to get where we want to go. Years ago, I was watching a video produced by a gentleman, and he talked about how he was out in the desert with his father, and they weren't sure which road to take. And they both actually said a prayer, like, God, what do we do? We're lost. And they felt like we should take this road and turn to the left. Well, that road quickly died off and was a dead end, just around the visibility line. So it didn't take him but a few minutes. And they're like, why in the world did we go the wrong way? And his father turned to him and said, you know, son, we went the wrong way because that was the fastest way for us to know the direction we should be going. So oftentimes in our life, we're going to go the wrong way for a while, and that's sometimes the fastest way to get where we want to go, because we've got to learn these lessons, we've got to have these experiences, we've got to accomplish things we've never done before. And it's not going to come off perfect the first time. And when we think of it like a kid learning how to walk, have you ever seen somebody that's trying to teach their kid how to walk, and the very first time the kid falls down, the parents are like, oh, give it up, just don't worry about it. You know what, it's not worth it. Learning how to walk is just more effort than it's worth. Let's just keep you safe. We don't want you to make any more mistakes. Just crawl your whole life. Like, it never happens. No parent would ever say that to their kid. And so why do we say that to ourselves when we're hoping to accomplish something in our lives? Why do we stymie ourselves? Why do we hold ourselves back when we have the opportunity to accomplish something great? It doesn't make sense until you think about the part of us that's doing that. And I like to call it the protector. And each of us have that part of our brain or our body or our subconscious, whatever you want to call it, that's there to protect us. And it's trying to protect us from getting hurt, from danger. It protects us from threats on the outside. If we've ever been burned, then it's like, oh, we got to watch out so we don't get burned again. If we've ever made mistakes and been embarrassed, it guards against that kind of stuff. The protector's there to help us stay safe. But growth for each of us almost never happens in the safe zone. Growth always happens at the outside edge of what we're prepared for, or the outside edge of what we can currently do. And it requires us to learn new skills. It requires us to think differently. It requires us to speak differently. It requires us to put ourselves in a different position, a different state, and take different action than we have before. Once we do all of those things, then we have the opportunity to start to learn, to grow, and to develop the skills necessary to be successful in those areas that we've never done before. Hopefully, if you're listening to this right now and you've had a thought of that thing that you should be doing and you haven't done it, that you're going to take some action. It doesn't matter what the action is. It could be the wrong action. Even if it's the wrong action, you're still winning if you take it. So no matter what, I'd encourage you, take a few minutes, whatever that thought was, whatever that feeling was, that thing you're supposed to be doing, write it down, and then take an action. Pick one thing, just one thing, even if it's the smallest thing in the world. Pick one thing, do that, and then pick another thing and do that, and start walking towards what you think is the best way to accomplish that goal. And as you walk, you're going to discover that even if you're on the wrong path, it's easier to course correct once you're in motion.